Hi folks, welcome back to Cretacea Park. This time we're not going to be doing a speed build due to recording issues, but we will be looking at a new exhibit for Tarbosaurus, which would be the first of the Negemt area of the park. And of course, Tarbosaurus is the only animal we have for that right now. We're going to start where I left you with the teaser in the last one, with the stairway off to somewhere, and the sign tells you where it is. In these videos, you often see the little bits you need to adjust with like grass showing up between the railing and the pavement. So taking the stairs down, we come to a lower level of the park, and ahead you see a split. To the left, it goes back toward a section we did some time ago. And as we proceed along here, we get to a place where the road runs out. And turning to look at what's to our right, we can see the Tarbo Cafe and the Tarbosaurus viewing area. Out front, there's a little water feature here. It's small and, a little evocative. As you move up the path toward the Tarbo Cafe, you can see there's a path off to the side, and that takes us around, when we're not going through the bamboo, to a little elevator, and this would be for handicapped guests, so they don't have to struggle up the stairs. Wheelchairs or other mobility limiting features get a ride up there. So we'll go up the stairs now. And the Tarbo Cafe on this side looks pretty normal, except for its name. And I've expanded it on the other side. We'll get there. So we follow the arrows toward the Tarbosaurus viewing area. And you can see it's kind of a lounge under a pergola. And in the center, there's columns with what would be animal information screens. As you move up toward the edge of this area where the fence is, you can look out into the habitat, and I see a Tarbosaurus out there walking. And so it's a pretty good view. There's a feeding station right in front of this, which would encourage the animals to come around and be seen by the guests. So looking back toward the patio of the Tarbo Cafe, you can see they have an open view into the habitat. There's two of the Tarbos out there. Cool. And on this side, you would look into what the Tarbos get to see from their habitat. But that's not built yet, so we're not going to do that. So let's go back around and out to the little patio here that looks out over the water feature. I haven't figured out how to deck this out yet. I will at some point, I guess, as long as I still have access to this build. We spin around, and guests, of course, would go in the main door of the cafe here. There's no entrance in the extension here. And you can see I tried to mimic the glass that's the front of the cafe here in this part, while the rest of it is closed in, since that's not going to be focal for the visitors. So we go through the glass because we can't go through the building, and you can see there's glass to the patio area and glass, so guests dining in this part can look out onto the exhibit. Yeah, you probably noticed I still got wall of the building back there. I have to go back and put a door in. So the plantings and the planters here give some atmosphere, and the guests can look out over the habitat. I've been thinking that this glass probably is retractable, so that in good weather the guests can look right out and hear the animals and such, and probably the same thing on the other side as well. For safety purposes, there would almost certainly have to be some kind of electric eye triggered system to raise the glass if some obstreperous guest decides to go over the railing to get closer to the Tarbosaurus. We really don't want our guests having their head snapped off. So moving through the glass into the exhibit itself, and we'll go up and get a look at that. They've got a pond, they've got a sleeping area in the rock there, and a little look of the aerial view of the structure area. So we'll zoom in. I see a Tarbo moving down there. So let's go down and take a look at him or her. I think that's him. Naturally, as soon as we zoom in, he stops moving because the dinosaurs are perverse that way. Good-looking beast. Now he's headed up toward the sleeping area. Maybe we can follow him in. Nope, he's going to stop there. Okay, well, we'll go in anyway. Rock area, concrete in the back. You can see the fence up there. This would be the area where the keepers would interact with the animals in here. There probably should be a door lowered down so people can get in there, but I haven't put that in yet. So coming through the other side, we're going to see an addition to the Tyrannosaur complex. There, follow the cursor for the stairway down from the Tarbo care area down into this structure. This would be additional warehousing and animal care facility, possibly some expansion space for the gift shop, the Tyranno treasures, right? So this, no, it's not terribly exciting. It would be a cost-effective build to keep the park solvent. And back to where we began at the entrance to the Negemt. And we'll move on to a few clips of the Tarbos moving around in their environment, in the habitat. Their limited repertoire of behaviors doesn't make for a ton of interesting behaviors just yet. But they will roar at us, or near us anyway. We'll close with these guys doing their thing, and I hope to be back with a longer video to put in the last of the alt species that are among the alpha animals and finish off Cretacea Park 2 for the moment. If you have been enjoying the series, please like it, an individual video that you like, or subscribe. Make comments if you've got something to say on the series. And I guess I will be seeing you in a future video if you come back. Roar. Goodbye.